Hello. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Okay, so we are going to be working out the answers for this sigma notation as I promised in the previous video. Um, Guys, remember that the steps that you have to follow when dealing with sigma notation questions, which is first thing you have to create a series for this from the sigma. You have to identify the type of series that you have. It can either be linear or geometric. You have to find the number of terms, which is n. So from we are going to work on these exercises following these steps so that you can see what we can accomplish. Okay, so now we have the first question. The first question, let me just rewrite it here. We have the first question says the sigma notation, the sum of these from 1 till m 1 over 5 into 3 exponent k minus 1 is equivalent to 24 1/5. So now the question says that we must determine the value of m in each of the following geometric series. Now we are going to try and follow the steps that we spoke about. So now the first thing that we have to do, we have to create the series from the sigma notation. So let's do that. We already know the first term. Our first term is gonna be 1. The first term we're gonna add from the first term till the m term. So we're gonna say 1. We put it here. When we put 1 here, we're gonna have, let me get my calculator. So we're gonna have 1 over 5 into 3 into exponent 1 minus 1. So the first term will be 1 over 5 plus, and then we put 2 here. We put 2 here. We're gonna have plus 3 over 5. We put uh 3 here. You're gonna have plus 9 over 5. So it's gonna continue like that up until it reaches the m, the last term, which is m. So we know that all of this is gonna be equivalent to 241 over 1 over 5. So now the second step that we're gonna do, we're gonna identify the type of series that we have. It's either a linear or a geometric series. So guys, if you see the k or the value, the variable from the first term as an exponent, we already know that that one will be what? Will be a geometric. So we know that this one will be a geometric series. So it means that in our case here, we are dealing with a geometric series. We are dealing with a geometric series. So now we have to find the common ratio. The common ratio will be 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 5. We click that into the calculator. 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 5. We get 3. It means that our common ratio is what? Is 3. More it must be, in most cases it will be like this one, so in the bracket. So now what are we going to have? We have the first term, we have the common ratio, and then we are going to look for n. So what will be n? N is always equivalent to the top minus bottom plus 1. So what will be, find the next step? It says you must find the number of terms. In this case, the number of term is top minus bottom plus 1. So we're going to do the same thing. What would be the top? The top is m minus the bottom, which is 1. The top minus the bottom, and then plus 1, which results to m. It means that n is equivalent to what? M. Now, we know that for the geometric series, the formula for a geometric series, in most cases, I use this one, r minus 1, whereby r should not be equivalent to 1. So we are going to be using this one, this formula, because this series is a geometric series, and the sum of the geometric series is not we use this formula. So now we continue with the problem. So where we see Sn, the sum, already we have the sum in this case. Our sum is 24 1 over 5. So guys, how do we convert this one into a single fraction? So we're gonna say let's sub it first so that we can substitute it as Sn is equivalent to what is the value of A? The value of A is 1 over 5 into what is R? 3. What is N? N is equivalent to M. Guys, they said we must find the value of M. So now we're gonna say M minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. Now we work things out, guys. First thing that we have to show each other is this one. How do we convert this into a fraction, into a single fraction? We're gonna say, okay, 5 multiplied by 24. We're gonna say 5 multiplied by 24, we get 120. And then we say 120, and then we get the answer, and then we do what? We add the numerator. We say 120 plus 1, and then we have 121. So it means we're going to have 121, which is equivalent to 1 over 5 into, let's multiply everything out. This one multiplied by this, we're going to have 1 over 5 multiplied by 3 exponent m. And then we're going to say 1 over 5 multiply again by negative 1. We're going to have minus 1 over 5. All divide by what? We divide everything by 3 minus 1, which is equals to 2. So this one is going to be 1 over 5. Sorry, guys, for that. And then from there, what are we going to do? We're going to do cross multiplication. We're going to take these 2, multiply it by the 1 to 1. And then we're going to take this 5, multiply it by this very whole thing. So let's work on that. We're going to say, okay, 5 multiplied by, we're going to say 5 multiplied by 1 over 5 multiplied by 3 exponent m minus 1 over 5, which will result to, we multiply this one, the 120 by 2. We get 242. Now we multiply everything. This one multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1 over 5, we get 1, which will leave us to 3 exponent m. 5 multiplied by 1 over 5 minus 1 over 5 is going to be minus 1, which will result to 242. So now we take this one to the other side. 3 exponent m is equivalent to, we take this one to the other side, we're going to have 243. And then we express, now what do we do, guys? We express this 243 into base 3. Let's work on that. 243 is equivalent to, and then you press shift, you press this button, it's going to be 3 exponent 5. So it means that the m is equivalent to 5. Then that's our answer, guys. When you arrive at these steps, this step, you can use a numerous number of method to get here. So you can use a different method as long as we end up getting the very same answer, which is what? Which is 5. So that's the first question, guys. Feel free, guys, to work on the next question so that we can see what to do, so that you can see if ever you get the very same answer that we got. So now what will be the next question? The next question is this one. We try to work this one out and then we see what we get. So let me recopy the question. It says and then 3 into 2 exponent k minus 1, which is equals to 381. Now, in this case, we are going to follow the very same steps and see where we go. Create the series. Let's work on that and create our series. When creating the series here, it's going to be, the first term will be 3 plus, if we put 2 here, we're going to have 6. Let me be with me, guys. It's going to be 2 into exponent 1 minus 1, which we already had 3, and then we put 2 here, we put 2, and then we're going to have 6 plus, and then we're going to put 3 here, we're going to have 12. So the series goes like this. The whole thing is equivalent to 381. The whole thing is equivalent to 381. Since, guys, now we identify the type of series that we're going to have. The second step says identify the type of series. Guys, I've told you that if the k is an exponent, or what it's an exponent, it means that it's a geometric series. It means that we are still dealing with a geometric, we are still dealing with a geometric series. We are still dealing with a geometric series. So now let's work this out. We have to find the ratio. The R is going to be 6 divided by 3, which is equivalent to what? Which is equivalent to 2. Now, since the R is equivalent to 2, now the last thing we do what? We find the value of M. We find the value of M. So how do we find the value of M? We say top minus bottom, N is equivalent to top minus bottom plus 1. Top minus bottom plus 1, which results to M. The N is equivalent to the M in this case. Right. So now, what do we have, guys? We have to know it's a geometric, same approach. We're going to say, okay, now we have Sn, which is equivalent to A into R. Let's use the other notation. R exponent N divided by 1 minus R, whereby R should never be equivalent to 1. Now, what will be the sum? The sum is equivalent to 381. What is the first term? Our first term is 3. 1 minus the R is 2. 2 exponent M, and then we divide the very whole thing by 1 minus 2, and then from there we solve for M. This one will be much easier, and then we're going to have 381 is equivalent to 3 into 1 minus 2 exponent M. Now, guys, you can see very well that if you say this one, 1 minus 2, you're going to have minus 1 over 2. Now you multiply both sides by the negative. Remember, this is over 1. You multiply both sides by the negative 1, and then you're going to have minus 381, which is equivalent to, you can just multiply this one by this, which is going to be equivalent to, you can make it like 3 into 1 minus 2 exponent M. You can divide both sides by 3. You divide both sides by 3. This one eliminates this one, and then in this case you're gonna have minus 127, I guess. 127 minus 381 divided by 3 is gonna be minus 127, which is equal to 1 minus 2 exponent M. You take this one to the other side, you're going to have minus 128, which is equal to minus 2 exponent M. Then you can divide both sides by the negative 1, and then 2 exponent M will be equivalent to 128. Guys, now what do you have to do? You have to express this one to base. You have to express this one to base 2. This one is equivalent to 2 exponent 7. Now the bases are the same. We equate the exponent. So this one is our answer, guys. So you just follow the same steps, you will be fine.